So day one of training camp for the Philadelphia Eagles is in the books. Let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we are talking day one of Eagles training camp. But before we do all that, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to turn on post notification so you know when I drop this content, go live. We got a lot of good collabs coming up. And hit that like button for your boy. It goes a long way. And if you want the Eagles to succeed, hit the like button and follow your boy on Twitter at Philly_Mike25. That's where we talk Eagle news behind the YouTube scenes. And you know how we start these videos. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go. So I got some notes from Twitter and the Eagles going live on YouTube that I want to talk about for day one. Some injury news and just what we saw. The 7-on-7s, the 11-on-11s. Nick Sirianni talking to the press, and Howie Roseman included. But before we do that, let's get some of the video, the limited video that I got from Twitter out the way. And Hurts to Ertz, that's a thing. Rhymes must be good, right? If it rhymes, it must be good. This is a little drill. It's good to see Ertz there. He's one-on-one. This is not really on 7-on-7s or 11-on-11s, but a strike across the middle to Zach Ertz. Like I said, he's reporting, so Howie Roseman said he's going to be an Eagle come week one. Now, Howie Roseman says a lot of things. It could change. But let's go into the season with two top 10 tight ends. It won't do any harm. We fixed the defense, so let's not worry about what's going to happen with Zach Ertz. Another one I want to show you, Devontae Smith catching the ball. Just a little route, opening up camp. He does a little stutter step to the cone. But the thing about Devontae Smith is it's just so fluid. The catch motion, the stride, the footwork. I can't wait to see him actually go up against DBs. And he was working against Slay today, and he won some matchups. So we're going to talk about that. And speaking on the footwork, this is a little drill he did in and out the cones. Again, just quick feet. He's going to be able to beat some press. People are worried about his size, press man, and stuff like that. We will definitely see. And I love it. I love it. Let's go through the list, starting with left tackle. Jordan Mailata versus Andre Dillard. So far, day one, we're only talking day one, but Andre Dillard got the start at left tackle. Now, we've been hearing competition all year, and it's going to be interesting to see if we go to Howie Roseman's method, which is if you are a higher draft pick or make more money, you start. We'll know if Nick Sirianni is more of a yes man or if the competition thing is really in the books. I'm expecting Mailata to win, but I don't think Dillard's going to roll over. I don't. I think he's better than people give him credit for, and we're going to see. And it's important because you can't preach competition all offseason and then let Howie say, more money, higher pick, bigger name, you're starting. You can't do that. But Dillard did get the start at left tackle. Herbig got the start for Sam Malu. Of course, we know Landon Dickerson just signed, but no reason to rush the big man. He's the future. And Herbig did some good things last year. Sam Malu out. He was on like the COVID list. I'm not saying he has it or anything like that, but we will see. When it comes to the offensive line, it was good to see Brandon Brooks out there. Lane Johnson, they look good. Fletcher Cox did get in for a nice sack. Brandon Graham broke through for a big stop in the backfield. And you want to see that. This is a dominant defensive line and a dominant offensive line. They grind. I mean, them practices got to be tough. You know, you got the best of the best going against the best of the best. And Fletch coming off 2 down seasons when it comes to pass rushing, still one of the best, if not the best in the game when it comes to run stopping. I didn't say pass rush. That's Aaron Donald at the D tackle position. But it's good to see him come in, and I'm expecting a big year from him. He's finally healthy. You heard last year he was nicked up all year. I'm expecting close to double-digit sacks for Fletcher Cox as we, try to get number 1 or 2 in the sack column because we were 3rd last year. When you look at the defense, and let's stay on the defense, Slay played Devontae Smith a lot throughout the whole game. Devontae won some, so did Slay. So it's good to see Slay in a different scheme. He's going to have some safety help, which the two starting safeties were Harris and Kavon Wallace. Of course, Ronnie McLeod looks like he wants to be back for week 1, but he won't get no preseason and training camp. He's rehabbing. He's rehabbed from this injury before. But it's good to see Kavon Wallace out there. He looks to be the next up if Ronnie McLeod will get injured again or can't go. So I want to see how that tandem does. When we flip it, before we flip it over to the offense, Davion Taylor got the start on side of Eric Wilson. Davion Taylor. I interviewed Davion Taylor a couple months back, and this was 2 goals that he had for the 2021 season. Let's listen to him.
If I asked you 2 goals that you want to accomplish your second year, what would you say 2 goals would be?
The first one, I feel like the main one I've been thinking about is I want to earn respect from the league. I feel like I want other teams to respect me. That's one goal I want to do. Like, not like me, like be scared to run my way or anything. Just know, but like, all right, that's Davion Taylor. Like, he got speed. Like, he's physical. Like, we gotta like just talk about me more. In other words, and another goal is just becoming a starter. Because I know last year, just like it was I played both special teams and everything. And I feel like this year, like I really have no excuses. So like all the linebackers, we all got a new playbook. We all in the same predicament. So like now it's just all about competing and just see who wants it more. And like as I'm ready to just get on the field and just ready to compete and just show them that I want it like more than anybody else. And I'm just ready to get the starting spot and running with it.
Well, there you go. I think the goals were backward. You should want to start first and then try to earn respect in the league. But he got the start and nod. Now, Alex Singleton wasn't there. I think it's going to be Wilson and Singleton as the 2 linebackers. You got to see what TJ Edward does, Davion Taylor, Sean Bradley, even a Jacoby Stevens in that hybrid role. We're going to see. But Davion Taylor could take the job if he just takes the right strides. 4.3 speed, has all the attributes, the tools, the physical play. He just got to put it together with the X and O's. But it was good to see him get the nod. Now, remember, we're going to play a lot of dime and nickel. So that's only 2 linebackers on the field. We will do some base. Everybody runs base a little bit, but it's going away from that 4-3, 3 linebackers on the field for the majority of the time. Now we're going to flip over to offense. Whiteside was in the slot. So it was Devontae Smith, Travis Fulgham, and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. As we all know, Jalen Reagor had a lower body injury, probably some hamstring type issue, just something. It's better to be safe than sorry. He did some drills on his own, but Whiteside in the slot, hey, listen, they're going to give him a shot to make this roster. Competition, but I don't know, man. I mean, he's back to Whiteside things. He catches a touchdown, but a flag comes out. Now, why would a flag come out? Because the dude stepped out of bounds, came back in and caught the touchdown. He got to know that once you step out of bounds, you can't be the first one to touch the ball. Just what a great way to take away a touchdown from J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. When you look at the matchup against Darius Slay and Devontae Smith got him a little bit. He caught a couple touchdowns in the back of the end zone. He did have a drop where Darius Slay was all over him, supposedly. That's going to be a great matchup. Iron sharpens iron. And I know Devontae Smith is a rookie, but the Heisman winning receiver is going to come in to do some vet-type stuff. That's what he's going to do, some vet-type stuff. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, the connection's already there, kind of. 3 for 3 and 3-step drops. 2 of them going to Devontae Smith, 1 of them going to Travis Fulgham. So for everybody saying Jalen Hurts, not the 3-step drop, hit him right away. He's coming into his own. Now, he did throw an interception in the red zone on the 1-yard line to Josiah Scott, a guy who's going to be fighting for some nickel and dime packages. Come on, Jalen, running in for a touchdown. And Nick Sirianni, if we're on the 1-yard line, don't throw the ball. Don't be like Pete Carroll. Run the ball. I know it's just practice. It's interesting, though, and I do not want to see Devontae Smith return punts, not because he's not good at it, but I don't want to risk injury. Boston Scott was the first one up to return punts and kickoffs and stuff. Then it was Gainwell, and then it was Smith. Again, Reagor is a key candidate for that job, but he was out, so maybe that's why Smith was there just for practice, because I don't want to see him do that in the game. Again, Hurts to Smith, a handful of touchdowns in the red zone. Pretty good connection already. There was one pass that they said that Travis Fulgham was getting covered by there was 4 guys in the area, and Jalen Hurts threw an absolute dime between 4 defenders. I wouldn't really want to. I gotta see. I wish I could see that. Hopefully it's practice, but you don't want to take them risks. But he threw a dime to Travis Fulgham and he dropped it. So we got to see Fulgham, who was a top 5 wide receiver for 4 weeks, and then he fell off the map, partly to do because coaching taking him out. He did have a couple of drops. Listen, the job is up for anybody to be number 2 and 3 wide receivers. You got to grab the job and run with it. You got to grab the job. So Fulgham, I'm going to need you to step up, man. We can have you, Rager, and Smith as a pretty darn solid tandem, but you got to go get the job. That's pretty much it. After the practice was over, I saw this picture, and that is everything I love about Jalen Hurts. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Travis Fulgham, Devontae Smith, and I believe that is John Hightower. After practice, guys, come here. We going to talk. Guys, we going, a true leader. And I just need to see it develop or translate to the field, which I believe it can. 3 steps drops, he's hitting. He's not running. And we heard that Doug Peterson maybe was in his head talking about do not let the play develop. Go, Jalen, go. So I don't know. I mean, it's good to see this. Love seeing it, the camaraderie. And I do want to let you guys know, I will be going live today at 7 o'clock with DJ Eastwood from Run It Back Philly. We're going to talk about Eagles training camp and just our expectations. He's been doing a lot of Sixers stuff, so he does Eagles and Sixers. And I will be live tomorrow with Dave Spadero one-on-one talking about day 1 and day 2. And see, he was actually there, so he's going to have the eyes. I'm only reading this from Twitter, but Dave Spadero was there, so he'll be able to tell you some of the things that he saw when it comes to just confidence, Jalen Hurts' development on these 3-step drops. What did that pass look like to Travis Fulgham? He will be able to tell you more because we're just reading this from Twitter and all that stuff. But I believe it was a good first day. They kept saying the word physical competition after Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni talking, and they still don't want to say starting quarterback, but Jalen Hurts is the guy. Let's not even go that route. They try to get him to talk about Deshaun Watson. Of course, Howie's going to say we're always looking at every and any angle. That's what my job is, and I agree, but it's not going to happen. He got 10 women who are pushing for an actual criminal case, so it's not just whatever that is. It could be criminal, so I don't know. I try to stay out of that stuff. If he has that mess on his name, I don't want him 100%. That's just wrong. Especially you got 10 criminal cases. It is what it is. But day 2 should be better. I think you're going to see a lot more 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. I think the beat writers will probably get some of that film. You see it all across the camp. As camp goes on, you start to see the actual plays. So maybe we can see some red zone touchdowns from Devontae Smith, from Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith. We can see all that stuff a little bit more once we get a little bit deeper in camp. But I'm excited. We actually got a real camp, a real preseason, and a real shot to compete for this division because, it's the NFC East. We fixed a lot of holes. You didn't hear Steven Nelson's name get called for anything good, but not for anything bad. And I think he's just going to offer us a solid depth piece and a starting caliber type corner. With that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I will be going live later on with DJ Eastwood. And tomorrow at DJ Eastwood live at 7 o'clock. Dave Spadero live tomorrow, Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Until next time, leave all your thoughts in the comment section from what all you heard. If I didn't say something that you heard for training camp, let your boy know. And until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out. Peace.